Hi! In the next 4 days I have a special drawing lesson for you, or 4 parts of drawing lessons. We will draw Santa Claus. So this is also a human portrait. We practice a bit to draw a face of Santa. So today we will start with the sketch and then with the face, with the skin. I hope you like that. I found it really nice to do, and I have thought this is the perfect topic for many of you. Santa is so specific Christmas theme. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, and then join me tomorrow for the next part. Today we start with the first part. Let's dive in. Hi, here today I have thought I draw Santa just for fun and for practicing to draw a lot of beard and this Christmas hat he has on. Okay, so let's start and just sketch in here a bit center and the outlines freehand. So I start here above and add a bit of, let's say here I want to have the hat, this woolen part here of the Christmas hat. Let's sketch that in here, maybe make here. So this pom-pom. Make here, so a circle. You can also make it then larger if you would have it here, so larger. And yes, I take then a red, also for sketching in here a bit the upper part here of the hat. Let's make here a bit of a bow. Drawing freehand is also fun, and with that it's also nice training of the eyes and just experiment a little bit. You can create here your own Santa. It does not have to be really right away a reference photo or so on. So let's experiment here a bit. Then let's draw. Let's draw first the outlines of the beard and then the face. Let's make here. I make here, so the beard. We also draw then a bit hair. And here let's sketch in, so here a bit the beard first. I find it easier then to bring in the face in the middle. Okay, and then I take a flesh color, a cinnamon or so, and let's start to bring in here the face. This will be here in the middle. Let's bringing in here a bit the face, and with the white I sketch in here, let's say, this beard below the nose. Then I take the flesh color again and sketch in the nose a little bit here in the middle of the face. And the eyes with the black. Let's sketch in here. Eyes. Let's see if I need a kneaded eraser. Just you always can erase something then if the proportions should not be okay. Let's have a look. I also want here above eyebrows. Maybe I make the head a little bit smaller here above, that I have here a bit place for some eyebrows. We will make the head here above, maybe here, so a little bit larger. And yes, here we have, let's take the black and add a bit black here for the nostrils. We add here then the eyes and a bit of a mouth. Let's sketch it a bit with the red, the lips. Take then another red, but this is just for the sketch here. Here are the cheeks. We can make them a bit so rounder. Let's also sketch in then, so we have here Santa's face. We will also then draw glasses on the nose. Maybe I make here, draw some glasses on the nose. You can also leave them if you don't like them. Maybe let's make the nose. The nose could be a little bit more narrow here. It's a little bit broad. So let's add some glasses here in front of the eyes. They're not directly over the eyes, but on that drawing he has his glasses a little bit too far below here, but I find that funny. Then let's add here a bit of, let's say we add, let's make, here we have a bit of, so a furry part of the textile of the fabric of the jacket, and here a bit of the hand, the arm, and here the belly. Let's also draw that bag, or I think you also say sack, with the presents. So let's take a bit of an ochre here and sketch that in. Yeah. So make here a bow, and here a bow. It is a bit more narrow here where he holds that in the hand. He has that sack or that bag over his shoulder. And then let's draw here and sketch in the hand with a glove. Let's draw here a red glove here with some fingers. Sketch that in here. Make it a little bit larger. I think I make the hand a bit larger. Just take an eraser, remove that a bit. You can use these kneaded erasers for correcting something in your sketch. I think let's make it a little bit more, so until here. You can also sketch in first here your outlines. So sketch in here some fingers, but this is a glove. Then here is a bit more of that bag than here below, where he holds it here in the hand. And then we have here, let's say here, the arm. And a bit of so white woolen fur here around here. Bring it that white fluffy fur around here. I call it fur, it's a wool, so not a real fur. Okay, sketch that in. Maybe make here the arm a little bit broader. Add here some folds. Yes, so that's a nice sketch. I will let the beard make here then some curls of the beard. Let's sketch in the direction a bit of the beard here, so downwards. Let it make here so a bit of a curve. Let's add here. Yes, and then it goes here, so downwards the beard. You can make really a long beard. Okay, and let's add also a pastel here, a present. So sketch in here. So a parcel, maybe with a present ribbon on it. We'll make these maybe here, so a bit of a ribbon. This one, and here another. Okay. Yes, and that's the sketch. We could also take a black maybe then and add here some folds, shadow parts. But yes, and then let's start drawing here Santa. So let's start, I think I start with the face. I like to draw eyes first in my animal portraits, so let's do that here too. Use here a really sharp pitch black, for example, so make it really sharp. Create a really sharp point for the face, because it's here we have to draw details. Then we need a sharp pencil, and I would say let's add with the black here a dark outline with so create a very thin outline here on the left eye, and add here also dark around the iris, and make these eyes deep dark black here. Let's add with a white some highlights. So I take here the white charcoal and bring in some little dots in the eyes right away, and then go in with a dark brown. I take here also a sharp dark brown, the walnut brown from the Pitt pastel pencils. By the way, If you would like how to sharpen pastel pencils really well, then you find above in the right upper corner a link to another sharpening video. Watch that too if you're interested. Okay, and then use the dark brown and plot it here in the middle on the iris. So add a bit dark brown here around that highlight. And then take the black again and bring in a pupil in the middle. The middle part of the eyes for sure has to be darker, so add a little black circle in the middle and then make the iris really round here. We could also add for sure the white around the eyes a little bit, but these eyes are very in the shadow, so we don't see a lot of the white. So you can bring in a little bit white, but I keep these eyes here in that center drawing really dark. They are so deep eyes, he has it a bit closed of the eye. So I make the shadows here really dark. Maybe add some highlights with an ochre brown, a terracotta or something like that in the eyeball, so in the iris itself, and add again another brilliant highlight. It is glossy and sparkling around. Also add here some little dots below. If they are too big, you always can make them a little bit smaller. Okay, I do that the same then here on our eye on the right. Add dark black outlines here. Move the pencil forwards and backwards to create that darker outline of the eye. They are so a bit close to these eyes. Add here dark in the shadows, and also we can start right away with the black pupil in the middle too, and bring in the highlights again with the white here above a larger dot, here a smaller dot, and add then a little bit of the dark brown. Bring in here the dark brown and also a little bit of terracotta, so a bit of an orange brown. Then I go in again with black and darken down the areas around here. Bring these eyes down, make them dark and deep, and bring them here really deep into the face. I also go here over once more with the black and you could add a little bit of the white around. Add then again some highlights, some little dots in the eye corners. Okay, then I take a bit of different, so orange tones or flesh colors to create a warm skin tone. So I take maybe also a little bit, bring in a bit of the ochre browns, golden ochre and so on. So let's have a look. I take some of the picked pencils. I make it really so a bit, the skin a little bit reddish with some red cheeks and so on. I use here so a red pink. Let's plot that in here around the eye. Here it's a bit darker. There are so little lighter parts, these eyelid parts below the eye. There we can plot in a bit shadow below. And here in the, always near the nose, here it is darker. Let's add here this darker flesh color. Plot it in also here where we have the nose of our Santa. I add here a bit dark at the lower part. Bring in here the outline a bit, correct the outline, add here shadow around. I also plot in that red color on the cheeks here. So here we can make it a bit red. Plot in here that it's a Pompeian red. So it's a mixture of a pink color and a red color. I also add that here below. The head, there it's also darker. Yes, and then let's add a lighter flesh color. I use a beige red here first in the middle. Add it here, also in the middle of the nose. We add more layers then, for sure. Here we have then highlights on the cheeks, and below the eyes there it is also lighter. So let's plot the glasses I will add then afterwards. I have now overdrawn the glasses, but we can add them also then afterwards. Again, these eyebrows could be a bit more dense and longer. Put it here a bit more of that white in, and then I add also the flesh color as an underpainting here a bit. It's the beige red from the pit. And use the Pompeian red I use also here below a little bit where we have the mouth. Bring it on the lips, bring it in here on the lips a little bit, that red, pink. Also darken down the part here a bit on the, here on the right. Okay, then we have a first underpainting of the face. Let's take then a paper stamp and blend that. Start here above, blending this upper area here a little bit. And the red cheeks. Use here a paper stamp for blending the face to create here a soft skin tone. It's a bit small for drawing portraits, but we don't make it here really so detailed, just a bit fun. The size of the drawing I use here is 15 to 15 centimeters. Blend the layers together, move your paper stamp here over in circles, and also blend over the lip. Yes, and blend here the shadows. You can then already bring in a little bit of here a 3D effect, so this three-dimensional thing into the face of Santa. For sure we add some more colors into the face. For example, take white and brighten up the cheeks. Plot in here a bit light on the upper part of the cheeks, and also here in the middle of the nose. We have to refine the nose more for sure. I blend a bit over with the paper stamp here over the white and mix it here with the layers below. Let's take the black and work a bit on the nose. The nose is not refined yet, so add here nostrils with the black. Here the nose is going here a bit, so together. Here we have the beard. Make here the ends of the nostril, create here shadow around with the black, and add here also black below the beard where we see inside the mouth. It is a little bit open. Bringing here a bit of the black and blend it here a bit carefully. Blend carefully over the nostrils and over the shadow around our nose. Then I would also add a bit orange into the face. It's so a warm Christmas light. So maybe I'll take a burnt ochre or terracotta color and blend a little bit over with the pencil. A very transparent layer here. And color the skin a bit orangey. Give it so a little bit orangey glaze. A warm skin tone. Here I also swipe over the cheeks a little bit, or maybe let's make the nose here a little bit thinner. You always can correct also your proportions a bit, or add here a bit more shadow with a darker red here above to shape the nose, make it in the middle here of the face thinner, and deepen these areas here near the eyes a bit with a darker red brown tone. And blend that, always blend that, so with the surrounded areas, make smooth soft transitions here. Blend it over the middle bridge of the nose here. Blend also always the black into the surrounded areas, and take again on the terracotta. I add it here in the middle of the face a little bit, and also here where we have the nose. Make it here a bit. Also here below the eyes I go over with the terracotta. Color that a little bit orangey here. Swipe over a little bit. Here we have the cheeks. Color it a little bit orangey too. Below the eyebrows. Add some layers. Maybe also on the lips a bit here. Then let's take a white again. And let's add here and highlight on the nose and in the middle of the nose. Here bringing some highlights, glossy reflections. Also here a bit. I add then also the glasses again. Bringing here also on these eyelids a little bit highlights. Here a bit. And blend a bit over to make it not too light, or make the surrounded edges here a bit softer. Let's take then a dark red, also a red brown again. It's a red caput mortuum color of the caputhellos. I darken the shadows down again a bit more, maybe here near the beard, the lower part of the cheeks here, or around the nose. We can also make the front part of the nose a little bit darker. Add here a little bit shadow, front part, or here down the nose. Near the head above, we could make it a little bit darker. Also add here a bit red brown on the cheeks again, and then blend it. So blend a bit over it and make the transitions always soft, that you have a nice smooth skin area. Okay, you can also for sure go over a bit, maybe with the cinnamon. Use cinnamon, it's a cinnamon color, a flesh color, for blending it a bit here and there. All the cheeks here, brighten them up a bit. Or around the highlight on the nose, make it a bit lighter. Blend over these lower areas on the eyes. And we also add a bit, let's say, dark red around, so where the edges of the lips are, and add then maybe a little bit of some orange terracotta in the middle, and add an highlight also here, so a bit glossy little dots or strokes on top. Add here again a little bit more white. Want to make that here. Maybe here some wrinkles. Okay. Then let's also add these glasses again. I make them with the white here. And let's draw them so below the eyes. Here so small glasses, just to let it be here. Fun. They are a little bit too deep in the face. Take then a black and add shadow. So add shadow at the lower part, the white. These are the highlights. Add here shadow below with the black. Here in the inner area. Here. Okay, then we have here glasses. Maybe I soften them a little bit with the red or with the caput mortuum, that these black shadows are not so hard, that they match with the face a bit. Okay. Yes, and then let's do the eyebrows. So bring in a bit shadow in the eyebrows. For that, take a bit of a raw amber color and add some strokes with an ochre brown into the eyebrows. So bring in a bit of an ochre brown or a bit of a shadow, a darker shadow color in the eyebrows, and then go over again with a white. Use a white pit, or here I have a white charcoal, and add some strokes, some overlapping strokes here with the white upwards, leftwards. Also here. Yes, we can also add maybe a little bit of a gray tone into these eyebrows. So bring a bit shadow at the lower part here in, or add just a little bit of the orange we have added in the face here, or blend over the eyebrows a bit. Okay, how did you like it? Could you draw the face of Santa? Then I invite you to join me tomorrow for part 2. We will then draw the beard, practice the curly hair of a long white beard, and also bring in other colors into it. Here you find another video of my advent calendar, and here you find the tutorial of the month out of my membership Animal Art Club. And yes, enjoy drawing, and I hope I see you soon.